The sun shining through my window splashes on my face and wakes me up. I stretch in a wide yawn and glance at the clock. Nearly 10. Oh shit, did we oversleep? I'm glad I got a chance to sleep in after the party last night, but I don't want to waste my weekend. Oh, thank God it's weekend. At least we're responsible and partying on a Friday night, not on like a Wednesday night or Monday night when the next day we still have school. I hop out of the bed and get ready for the day. What's my plan for today? Valerie and I should get started on our class project. Well, that is a very easy choice. I go to call Valerie's number when I notice a text message that came in earlier today. It's from Valerie herself. Hey, I'm heading over to the park in just a bit. I'll meet you there soon to finish up that assignment. She didn't even confirm with me before going. What if I was unavailable? But we kinda made a promise with her. I'm pretty sure like throughout the week we confirmed at least once, if not twice with her, like, you know, the weekend thing, the assignment's still going on, right? And she kept telling us that it was a date, so she seems to look forward to this quite a lot. Though I suppose she probably intends to finish the assignment one way or another. I better head out then. After making my plans, I head downstairs.
Oh hey, didn't see you there, big bro.
Oh, Nikki, is everything good with Nikki again? Cause you know, she was kinda pissed last time. She seems to be back to her usual self. I'm glad to see you're feeling better. Did we explain the whole situation, you know, about leaving our phone in the gear and us being an idiot?
Oh yeah, I definitely am.
Oh, thank God. I don't know what I would do without you, Nikki. As she speaks, a devilish grin graces her lips. She's up to something. Or we didn't tell her yet, you know, what happened and why we didn't pick up the phone, and now she's planning in her own way to get even with us, which is why she's smiling so devilishly.
Anyway, you going out today?
Yep. Yeah? Why? She starts giggling.
No reason.
Nikki, what's up? Okay. Hey, I'm actually glad I ran into you. I want to apologize.
Apologize?
Yeah, I saw your text from a couple of days ago, and I'm sorry I didn't answer. I didn't have my phone on me, so I didn't see them until too late. Nikki crosses her arms.
Yeah, sure. Likely story.
It's really true, Nikki! No, really! I accidentally left it in my gear.
What?
Okay, please go ahead, laugh at me. That's fine. As long as you're no longer mad at me, I don't mind you laughing at me, Nikki. Twice.
Oh, come on. At least come up with something more believable.
It's real, okay? I actually am an idiot. What's more believable than the truth? Okay, then I was just ignoring you. It's not my problem if you don't believe me. Exactly. What's more believable than the truth? No, really. It's the truth.
What was your phone doing in your gear in the first place?
No comment? It was charging. She blinks at me.
You really are hopeless.
Yep, indeed we are. Look! I pull up my messages and flash the phone in her face. Rolling her eyes, she reluctantly takes a look. What? What do you mean by... Oh my God, do we have naked selfies on there? Nikki bites her lip as she continues scrolling.
No.
What? She hands back my phone. That's not the reaction I was expecting. Something's up. What's up, Nikki? I narrow her eyes, or my eyes. I don't like... Oh no. What did you do, Nikki?
You might not want to go into the garage.
Why? The garage? My bike! What did she do? She got even with us. I freaking told you, didn't I? I spin on my heel and race towards the garage as Nikki cries out for me to wait. Throwing open the door, I feel like a hand is squeezing my heart. Nikki catches up with me and cringes.
Now, before you get mad...
What did you do, Nikki? Nikki.
Just remember that I was really annoyed with you and wanted revenge.
Not helping. She quiets down, but she can't stand the silence.
At least it looks really pretty now.
Oh my god, is she painted with like purple, pink, colors of the entire rainbow? It looks like a unicorn threw up all over my baby! My baby! All I can do is stare in horror at the glittery desecration of my beautiful bike. Nikki hides her face in her hands.
I'm sorry.
Nikki!
Promise I'll clean it up.
Yes, please, clean it up. I don't even know what it looks like, but I'm sure it looks like I just got back from my kindergarten drawing class or something. Oh god.
Let me get a bucket.
And a sponge, don't forget a sponge. Nikki turns to leave, but I sigh. Not right now. I have to go. I take another look at the pink sparkles winking in the lights. Maybe I should take the bus. No, I can't. The bus won't come for another 20 minutes, and I need to leave now.
Okay, I'll clean it up later then.
Oh my god, Nikki, you're going to embarrass me in front of Valerie. I nod. With a grimace, I reluctantly ease myself onto my bike. The engine roars to life, and the glitter flutters behind me in a rainbow trail of happiness. Oh my god. This is so embarrassing. I park my bike and text Valerie that I'm at the entrance of the park. Why can't we see the colorful, beautiful bike? Although she responds that she's close, it's still another 10 minutes before she arrives, dressed in a skirt and heels. She greets me playfully.
I hope you weren't waiting too long.
Oh, I'm sure you know that I'd wait for you anytime, Valerie. Hours, weeks, days. That should be the other way around. No. What's the deal with your outfit?
This is what you're supposed to wear on a date.
Oh shit, really? I didn't bring my skirt. You mean she was serious this time? Check her out, what an impractical outfit. We gotta give her one look-see, you know, a look over. I eye her up and down, my eyes locking somewhere in the upper section of her body.
What are you looking at?
Just some lovely lady humps. Look away, continue to admire the greatest assets in silence. Mosquito bite. Oh god. I don't want to piss her off. I mean, if you look at it alone, like, she doesn't have the biggest boobs, but she doesn't have mosquito bites either. Oh, enhance! My gaze, it cannot be averted. Those supple humps are simply beautiful. A delicate finger pushes up my chin until I'm looking at Valerie's smiling face.
I think that's long enough.
Just a little bit longer. Okay, that's long enough. How about a few more minutes? Like 10 or an hour?
You don't get that privilege until at least the third date.
Oh, alright. Let's get this first date over with then. This one will count for 2, right? It's a double date. I sulk. Okay, well, we should get started. She nods.
What did you have in mind?
Doing the assignment? The assignment wants us to find the pillars of town which are in the heart of the park. So I guess we should just start walking.
Good idea.
She grabs my hand and leads me deeper into the park. As we continue to walk, her pace wanes. You okay?
Of course.
Then why did you slow down? Valerie smiles, but I can tell she's uncomfortable. Offer her my arm, leave her be. Come on, girl, take my arm. I hold up my arm for her to take. Here, you can lean on me for support. Yep, that was totally our intention, just for support. She shakes her head.
Honestly, I'm fine.
Really? Huh. I feel like if Valerie was fine, she would jump at that moment and just grab our arm right there and then. Something is really wrong then. Suddenly, her ankle wobbles. Steady her, don't do anything. I don't want to make her fall. Steady her! I wrap my arm around her and hold her steady as she regains her balance. She glances at me in surprise, and I think I see a blush on her cheeks. Don't tell me she put on heels even though she can't walk in heels. Then her usual smile returns to her face, and she snakes an arm around my own, leaning slightly into me. Now it's my turn to blush. Soon, we reach a large fountain. In the center stands a statue of a woman who seems to grow out of the water. Tears trickle from her eyes, and water flows down from a giant pearl in her hands. Sea creatures cling to her dress, which looks to made of foam. Surrounding the fountain are 4 stone columns. Valerie breathes a sigh of wonder.
She's beautiful, but she looks so sad.
That's because she's crying. I wonder who she is. As Valerie continues to gaze at the statue, I circle the fountain for a plaque. Ah, it says she's popularly known as Umiko, and she's the protector of the island.
What does she protect them from?
From horny teenagers like us? I squint at the plaque. She was a villager from Izokaze and was married to a fisherman. He was a good man, and the 2 of them were happy, but no matter how hard they tried, she was unable to conceive a child. One day, her husband came home with an unusually large catch. As she sorted through the fish, he found a young boy tangled in his net. Thinking it was a gift from the gods, he wrapped the child in a blanket and brought it home to his wife. Really? Really? Alright then. What the fuck is a young boy doing in the ocean in the first place? And how the hell did we catch him in a net? And why didn't he even consider... Though I guess they wanted a baby badly. So... that's why they were just like, alright, this is mine now. This is my child. Umiko was thrilled and immediately took the child like her own son. The boy was extremely curious about the world above the sea and happily adopted Umiko as his mother. Valerie kneels beside me.
But the boy was the son of the Dragon King, who transformed into a human and came on land to collect his son and bring him back to the sea.
Right, because dragons come from the sea, right?
But as his gaze landed on Umiko, whose face was wet with tears, he fell in love and wished to take her back to his palace beneath the waves.
Fell in love with his mother? What?
Umiko refused, angering the king. He reverted to his dragon form and called upon the ocean waves to swallow the village. One way or the other, she would be with him in the sea.
Whether she liked it or not. So the Dragon King, took Umiko by force. Valerie pauses and wrinkles her nose.
Of course a man throws a temper tantrum because he can't get his way.
Hey, don't call him completely a man. He was a Dragon King, okay? He's not representative of all mankind. What do you mean, of course? Pretty sure it's the woman who throw tantrums. It's just a story. Yeah, girl, it's just a story. You're supposed to say cool story, bro. Ski. No, Seth. No need to get so worked up. It's not even real. I mean, everyone knows dragons don't exist anymore.
It's real to the people of this island. Otherwise, this statue wouldn't exist.
Right, because every single statue is based on true events, right? She gestures to the fountain. I guess. I turn back to the plaque. As Umiko watched the destruction of the waves, she agreed to join the Dragon King. Among protests of her husband, she threw herself into the ocean. Then the servants of the king dragged Umiko down to the palace.
The servants must be the sea creatures. That's why they're clinging to her dress.
I see. I nod, and that explains why water is coming out of her eyes as well, because she's reluctantly going with the Dragon King. Still, the Dragon King continued to flood the island to ensure Umiko would never be tempted to return to the surface. Unable to watch her people suffering, while the king slept, Umiko dislodged the pearl which granted the dragon his power from his chest, and swallowed it. How fucking big is this plaque that it has an entire fucking book written on it?
Ew.
Yeah. Valerie continues reading. There's even more!
Since then, Umiko continues to protect the village from the Dragon King's wrath, and in return, the people throw a festival in her honor.
Poor Umiko, wow. With power like that, I'd be unstoppable. This story has no ending. Well, that's kind of an ending. Poor Umiko. I feel like she sacrificed herself for the greater good, right? So poor Umiko. That's really sad.
Why?
All Umiko wanted was to be a mother, and a child which she thought was a blessing was more like a curse.
Well, at least now that she lives in the sea, she can be a mother.
I don't think that's what the Dragon King wants. You think so? As long as she has the Dragon King's power, she can never let her guard down.
I don't mean a mother for the dragon child. She's more like the mother of Isokaze.
Ah, that kinda makes sense, but she only wanted one child, not 10,000, or however many people live in Isokaze. I suppose that's true.
It's not quite what she wanted, but at least her sacrifice wasn't in vain. Clearly the people love her.
True that. Valerie stares at the fountain, but I can't read the expression on her face. What did you think about the story? She looks unusually solemn.
She was put into an unfair situation and did what she felt she needed to do. It's very admirable, but it's also sad. Once the Dragon King showed up, Umiko's life was no longer her own to live.
Yeah, definitely that.
But at least she hasn't been forgotten.
That's true. It's not all in vain. That's true. I'm curious about the festival they throw in her honor. Do you know anything about it? She shakes her head.
Maybe we'll learn more about her in class.
Speaking of class, we should probably get started on those pillars. Valerie snaps to attention. Isn't this one of those things?
Right.
We wander the corners of the fountain where each pillar stands. A word is carved into each one of them. Benevolence, achievement, honor, and virtue. I pull out my phone and take a picture of each column.
Ooh, are you keeping a memento of our date because you're having such a good time?
Yep, all 4 of them. It's not a date. Valerie just laughs. And no, I'm doing the assignment. The next step is to define what we think each pillar means.
Okay.
Any ideas?
For which one?
Benevolence, achievement, fortitude, abstinence, never mind. No, not abstinence. Let's do benevolence.
I think, just like its definition, it's a reminder to do kindly unto others.
Kind of like Umiko's sacrifice. She put her own wants and needs aside to take care of her village.
I don't know how much of it was sacrifice, since she was forced into it.
But she could still somewhat reject it. Technically, she did have a choice. She could either go with him into the ocean or die with everyone on the shore.
That's not much of a choice.
But it's still a choice regardless. Like, it's the same way, like, if you're being put on death row, for example, and you're like, alright, how do you want to die? The electric chair, or do you want your head cut off? Like, I agree, it's not much of a choice, but there's still a choice. Still counts. Lawyered. Valerie frowns as she crosses her arms. Calm down, Kaori. Valerie bursts out laughing.
She does that quite a bit, doesn't she?
That's her normal resting face. She has a resting bitch face. Alright, achievements.
I think it means we mustn't squander the life we are given. Each goal we achieve, be it small or large, brings us one step closer to fulfillment.
After all, you never know when a Dragon King will fall in love with you. I am secretly a Dragon King in disguise.
And ruin your life forever.
Well then. Fortitude.
It's pretty straightforward. It's perseverance. And I think it's mostly geared towards mental and emotional perseverance instead of physical. Even when times are hard, we must remember to keep moving forward and to always have hope.
Valerie looks thoughtful.
I wonder if Umiko's husband always hoped that she would come back to him, or if he gave up on her.
I don't know.
I think he probably gave up as soon as the Dragon King set his sights on her.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Valerie just shrugs. Alright, the last one, abstinence. Valerie smirks.
No.
No abstinence? It's not about sex. She winks.
I know. It's about self-restraint. Especially during times of low supplies, people should strive to control their indulgences.
I'm sure this became a pillar back when a village suffered from floods and had bad harvests, like in Umiko's story.
I agree.
Valerie looks amused.
Well, the rest of the project should be a breeze now that I've done all the hard work.
Yeah, I thought as well. Like, we just like, alright, what's the answer to this question? And we just write down every word she says. That wasn't my intention. I was just curious what your interpretation of the words are, if they are the same as mine. And guess what? They were exactly word for word the same as mine.
Of course.
She winks. But I really am just curious. Since we've gotten all our pictures, let's head back.
Sure.
Valerie nods and starts walking. Suddenly she stumbles. Oh! I rush to her. What happened? Are you okay? We catch her like a knight in shining armor.
No!
She holds up the remains of her shoe.
My heel broke!
I freaking told you, this is the thing that I really dislike, right? About girls wearing heels. The thing that always at some point they'll be complaining about throughout the date is that their feet are hurting. And I'm like, why the fuck are you wearing heels in the first place then? Like, if they know ahead of time that we're going to be out for like 6 hours, I'm pretty sure after like a couple of hours your feet start to hurt when you're walking in heels, right? So if you can't walk in 6 hours in heels, then don't freaking wear heels. And then don't have a backup plan with them either, you know? They don't have like to change other pairs of shoes to change them if their feet start hurting from the heels or whatever. Sometimes for girls, just, you know, looking good goes or supersedes logic.
Do you know how hard it is to find the perfect pair of heels?
I can honestly say that I do not. She sighs, slips off her broken shoe, and balances on one foot. Maybe we should head back. We got the pictures and can finish the rest of the project later.
Yeah.
Besides, there's still Sunday, right? Tomorrow? She hesitates, reluctant to let her bare foot touch the ground. I can carry you, Valerie. I have a solution. I'll carry you, okay?
No, you don't have to. I can walk.
Are you sure? She puts down a tentative foot and takes a couple of uneven steps. Yeah, that looks really uncomfortable. I sling an arm around her waist. Up! There you go. She glances at me.
What are you doing?
Just carrying my princess off into the sunsets. Picking you up.
Wouldn't it be easier for me to jump on your back?
No, hell no. I'm holding you princess style, okay? This way you won't slip. Only the princess treatment for you. This is easier for me. Only the princess treatment for you, baby. That's no way to treat a princess. Valerie giggles.
I like the way you think.
She doesn't protest as I lift her in my arms. Valerie falls silent, and I can't help but wonder what she is thinking. Without her sharp tongue, she seems strangely vulnerable. Once we reach my bike, her eyes grow wide. Oh shit, our fucking bike! I forgot that it looked like all the colors in the rainbows, like we just drove past an exploding Skittles factory.
That's your bike?
It doesn't always look like this. For a second, I'd forgotten about the rainbow sparkles. It doesn't usually look like this. Valerie doesn't even try to hold in her laughter. This is the thanks I get for carrying you? Tears form in her eyes.
Are you sure you don't have any experience picking out heels?
It sounds to me like you're able to walk on your own now. So, plop, we just let her fall down? We just drop her immediately?
No! I'm sorry.
Oh, you like being carried by me, Valerie? Valerie clings to me and buries her face in my shirt, trying to calm her laughter. When she's calmed down, I gently place her on the back of my bike and climb on in front of her. Without my prompting, she wraps her arms around me. I'm suddenly glad she can't see my face. It seems like this isn't your first time on a bike.
No, my mother had a boyfriend who drove a motorcycle back in France, so I got used to riding one.
Ah, we had?
Yes.
Oh, what happened? Valerie doesn't offer up an explanation, so I start the engine and head back to Ace. She leans on me the entire ride back. Soon, I'm parking my bike at Ace. I can take you to your dorm. As I slide off, I hold out my arms, but Valerie shakes her head. She hops off the bike and flashes me her usual smirk.
It's only our first date. Way too early to be bringing poison to my room.
Alright, I'll wait until the third date rather. It's not a date. Why do we keep saying that? She smiles and kisses me on the cheek.
Thank you for taking me home.
Oh, you're welcome, Valerie. I will never wash this cheek ever again. Maybe she'll give me another kiss, ignore the kiss. Do I also get a thank you for carrying you? Valerie smirks.
As a matter of fact, you do.
Ooh, what's that? I ready myself for another kiss, but it never comes.
I'll have the project done tonight.
Oh.
This is my way of thanking you for being such a gentleman.
I'd prefer the other thank you.
You can
but...
look everything over and turn it in.
Okay. Wait, you're not doing all of it, are you? Valerie merely smirks.
Anyway, this was nice. Let's do it again sometime.
She is gonna do everything. Alright, that's fine by me too. Yeah, I'd like that.
I will wear sturdier shoes.
That's a good plan, Valerie, thank you. I'd like that too. She laughs and slips the other shoe off her foot. Then she waves goodbye as she heads back to her dorm. I still don't think it's fair for Valerie to do the whole project herself, but if that's what she wants, then I can't stop her. I'll just be sure to help with revisions. I hop back on my bike and head home. Oh, Nikki, you better be scrubbing my bike right now. When I arrive home, Uncle Kaito is staring at the phone with a silly grin on his face. He seems happy, stare at him with the same grin, greet him normally. He seems happy. You seem to be in a good mood, Uncle Kaito. Kaito is startled by my voice, but quickly regains his cheery attitude.
As a matter of fact, I am.
Oh, that's nice to hear. Any particular reason why?
I just got off the phone with Yuki and I am saved.
Yuki, the aunt? Saved?
She called me today and apologized for going against our agreement.
Pieces of our last conversation resurface in my memory. Ah, the agreement you made when you two separated. Uncle Kaito nods.
She says that she can make the restaurant opening ceremony after all.
Okay, that's good to hear. I mean, you know, I kind of regret my answer last time when I kind of said, like, maybe it's not working out for them, the agreement either. Like, you know, we are just a teenager, they're adults. I don't think we as a teenager should be lecturing them what they should be doing or what's good for them or whatever. So, you know, as much as people might have their own opinion about something like that, I don't feel we were in a position to tell Uncle Kaito what to do and what he shouldn't do. Like, it's up to him, you know? If they're both happy with this and they think they can make it work, then why not let them try? See? Everything worked out.
Yeah, I don't know what I was so worried about. Yuki has always been reliable and a true friend. Even after we separated, she was always there when I needed her.
Sounds like you still care for her. Kaito and Yuki are sitting in the tree. Dude. Okay, we may be a teenager, but we're not 4 years old anymore. She still digs you. Nah, just the first one. It seems like you really care really deeply for her.
Well, of course. I did love her.
True. Maybe you still do.
Who do you think you are, the love doctor?
At least I'm more qualified for that name than Dr. Phil is. I'm just saying.
This is the way things are between Yuki and I, and this is how it needs to stay.
Are you saying that to convince yourself or me? If you say so.
So, I don't want to hear any more out of you.
Alright, lips equals zipped. Alright, I trust your judgment.
You're grounded if you keep this up, mister.
What? No! Uncle Kaito laughs.
I'm just messing with you.
Oh, thank God. I got stuff to do tomorrow as well.
Hello?
Busy weekend. Nikki! Where's SpongeBob? Okay, you better be holding him in his hand right now. We both turn to Nikki wearing her signature smile. As she glances over at me, her smile falters.
Before you say it, I'll go clean up your bike now.
Thank you.
Clean up his bike?
Yep. You don't want to know. Kaito grins.
Well, I have a bit of free time now and I'm in the mood to celebrate. Do you guys want to watch something on Netflix?
Netflix? Nikki perks up at the idea, then stares pleadingly at me. Nikki. Before I have a chance to speak, she pouts her lips and looks at me with puppy dog eyes. You know that won't work.
Please?
Oh God. Her voice chokes up. It's futile to resist, to give in. Well, that we have no other option. I was gonna choose this anyway, but it's nice to know that I don't have any option. It's just to letting you know, even though she's our little sister, no matter what she does, she's always gonna have like that weak spot in our heart or whatever, It's just like, yeah, Nikki, alright. We just can't say no when she's talking like this or pretending to cry like this. Okay, fine. You can stay for one episode. Nikki beams.
Yay! Thanks, bro.
No problem, but you better be scrubbing extra hard. Kaito laughs at our exchange as we settle onto the couch.
You're going to be in real trouble, kiddo, if you give in so easily to the ladies.
I already am, Uncle Kaito.
Only for me.
Huh? Nikki leans against me and snuggles into a comfortable position. What are you doing?
Shush, pillow.
Hey, Himoto-chan. I think about protesting, but realize how useless that'd be. Kaito notices my sigh of resignation and grins.
Forget about being in trouble, you're already doomed.
Yep, I'm already doomed. I shrug. You'd think I'd be immune to her witchcraft after 17 years of this.
What do you guys want to watch?
Does that mean that Nikki is 17? I think it does, right? Oh, thank God. I was already feeling guilty that she might be like 14 or something. Not that 17 or 14 makes much of a difference, but still, just, makes it less weird, I hope. But not that I'm having any weird thoughts, okay? As I always said, she is our sister, and I'm just a protective brother that doesn't want our little sister to be hurt. Even if she were 38 and we are 69, we would still protect our little sister. Gear of Thrones? Okay, that's Game of Thrones, 2.5 gears, 2.5 man. Then Gears and Recreation, Parks and Recreation, How I Met Your Gear. Most of these TV shows I actually watched. How I Met Your Mother, That 70s Show, The Big Bang Theory, House of Cards, Breaking Bad, Modern Family, I think. Modern Gear. Agents of GER. I actually don't know this one. This is the only one that I haven't... Yeah, this is the only one that I actually don't know out of the list, like the real series that they're referencing to. But Game of Thrones is obviously awesome, Breaking Bad is awesome, but I love Modern Family, that's just too hilarious. Let's watch Modern Gear.
Oh, yes! I love how they explore the dynamics of each family. It's funny to see how each of them react to things.
Yeah, thanks for your generic answer, Nikki.
WTF.
Nikki and I turn to face Kaito, completely stunned at what he just said. Did you just...
Why the face?
Oh, I guess that's just an old guy thing, right? Not what the fuck. Kaito cracks up at his own joke. Right. Are you serious?
Oh God, he's a real-life Phil Dunphy.
Phil Dunphy. Oh God.
Okay, let's watch this. LOL.
Oh God, what does that mean in your language, Kaito? Nikki cringes. I shrug. Then it's settled. Kaito navigates through Netflix and selects the show. After binge watching a few episodes, Kaito stretches and pushes off the couch.
That was a great break. I have to get some work done before midnight, though.
You're still working tonight, dude. Workaholic much. Alright.
Don't stay up too late, you two.
Of course not. We're teenagers on a Saturday night. Do you think we stay up late?
Okay.
We stay up until very early in the morning. Kaito retreats into the kitchen, where his laptop and papers are scattered. Nikki heaves a long sigh.
Well, I guess it's time for me to clean off your bike.
Yeah, go scrub that thing. Before she can point her sad eyes at me, I shake my head. You can do it tomorrow. She immediately brightens up.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to get started on my homework.
Homework on a Saturday night, Nikki? At least just relax with me here, okay? Homework.
It's my senior year. I need to maintain my grades to get into a good school.
Okay, Nikki. She has a point. Alright. Let me know if you need any help.
Thanks. It's nothing too difficult, just a lot of questions to go through.
Okay. We both nod, say our goodnights to Kaito, and head to our rooms. I spend the rest of the evening relaxing until it's time to sleep. As I crawl into my bed, my phone buzzes. I open a text from Sho. Hey yo, guess what holiday is coming up next month? I'll give you a hint. We're all going to the beach. You interested? Oh yeah. A holiday in which we all go to the beach? I have no idea what that holiday is, but I already like it. I already love it. I text back. You know it.